everyone, and welcome back to this episode of the Lifelong Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Molly from Three Pines Leadership, and I'm really excited that you're here to join me for this episode. Yay! Today, we're going to start a new series, a short little series to begin with, and we'll see if you enjoy it. We're going to talk about passive income. Connect with me on whatever social platform you like, on Twitter at Coach Molly, on Instagram at Three Pines Leadership, whatever you want, because I want to know if you are using passive income strategies in your life now. It's the secret to success, my friends. Passive income is the new thing. It's better than just a side hustle. Let me tell you that. So what is passive income to begin with? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. And for the next few episodes, I'm going to give you some information on different kinds of passive income that you can start thinking about. Not all of them you need to jump into, but maybe one of them will inspire you to start a passive income stream in your life. With all of the world tipped on its end, with the germs going around the world, let's just call it that, a lot of people have relied on these passive income streams to be able to stay afloat, as well as people are using these passive income streams to retire in their 40s or to really maximize their possible income and provide the best possible life to their families. So let's talk about what passive income actually is. Passive income is an umbrella term to describe all the different ways that you can generate income while you're asleep. Really, this is absolutely possible, and I'm not trying to sell you on some gimmick or things like that. There are different ways to do it. So you can have a side hustle where you're off at your regular 9-to-5 job, and then maybe a couple nights a week you drive for a food delivery company or something like that. So you're still trading your time for money, and that's fine. But if you really want to make great leaps and bounds in your wealth, you want to be able to make money while you're asleep, or make money while you're doing the things you want to do in your life. If you invest in passive income, you'll be able to then focus your time on the things that you want to do. You'll be able, if you want to work, you'll be able to pick a job that you enjoy, not a job that you dread going to. A job that will fill you up with a sense of purpose and a connection to your community, for example. So let's go over very quickly some of the different passive income streams that you could get into. Some are more legitimate than others. Some require a little bit more work than others. But reserving all opinions here, I'm just going to give you a list of ideas. So you could invest your time and energy into a multi-level marketing opportunity or a networking opportunity. So these are companies where you're buying their product, you get a discount for it, you're helping other people start to sell that to others as well, and you're getting a little cut from what they're doing. So this is like the boss mentality. You're getting other people to do work, and you're getting a cut from that. So that's something that you could do. You could also do what I love to do and what I like to help entrepreneurs and business owners do, which is develop info products. So sell courses, do consulting, help people walk through a process. And you can do this in your sleep if you're able to turn your content into what we call evergreen content. We have deciduous and coniferous trees. We have trees that lose their leaves when the weather gets cold, and we have trees that stay green all year round. You want to be that tree. You want to be like a pine tree that keeps its needles all year. Because if you are able to turn your information product into an evergreen product, into a product that can run on autopilot, that can work in the background while you're sleeping, while you're fishing, while you're off at the cottage, doesn't matter what you're doing because you've automated things. These are evergreen products that are just going to continue to cha-ching, 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 add money to your bank account. You put in the work at the beginning, and then you set it free, and it kind of does its own thing. So you can do that as well. People invest in different kinds of financial products, from as simple and as small return as a savings account. So you're going to get returns on your investment in that sense. On a savings account, you're probably going to get really, really tiny amounts of returns, but you have a lower risk. The difference here is that those who are making tons and tons of money from these financial investments and these financial products usually has to do with the level of risk. If you're willing to take on more risk, the chance of a higher reward is bigger. Whereas in a savings account, the market will fluctuate, your rate of return will fluctuate, but it will not fluctuate nearly to the extreme that other products might give you. You might also have the security blanket of protected investments where there are maybe government agencies or insurance backed products that are guaranteeing any money you put in them will not be lost. Whether or not you gain money from that, that's another question. Also in this category is understanding that you need to have a nice balance between things that are risky and things that are more stable. So don't put all of your eggs in one basket. The whole point of passive income streams is to not rely on one stream of income. It's to rely on a multitude of them, to diversify, so that as one part of the market fluctuates, you're able to be okay because you've got the other side covered. Another way to engage in passive income is to create opportunities, business opportunities for other people. So that kind of connects back to that multi-level marketing thing, where you're creating businesses and you're kind of outsourcing all of the work. So you're coming up with ideas, you're letting other people do all of the work. You can pay them for that if you're creating a business, right? You pay people to do the tiny little pieces of work. You're the one with the big vision. You put everything together and then you put that product out into the world. So you're doing the least amount of work. It might only take you a couple hours to create a product that's going to bring in $1 million, for example. So make sure that you're looking at that. You can also invest in real estate. Lots of people are investing in real estate, either commercial real estate, multi-unit real estate, or they're looking at commercial properties as well. So there's a variety of different options in that world at a variety of different price points. I am not a real estate agent. I am not an expert in this world. I have people who do that for me. That's the point of this. But you're able to then rent out those properties and get income from that. That's why a lot of the real estate investors that you'll hear on social media are talking about the power of multi-unit commercial properties, so or residential units. So you're looking at an apartment building or a condo complex or something like that, where there's multiple units bringing you multiple income, so that if one renter has to leave or whatnot, and you have an empty unit, you're still able to rely on the other units flowing cash to you. That is a higher risk because you have to put up upfront costs, but there are ways to balance. If, say, you have a mortgage that's $1,500 a month, maybe you're able to bring in $1,000 or maybe even $1,500 a month from a renter in that unit. Then your cost, you're just holding all of the titles and holding the risk, but financially, it's still flowing. But say that's what you're doing with one unit, then you have the option of having a multi-family unit where you're having you have multiple units, right? So if that one renter who's bringing you the $1,500 a month leaves, you still have other renters who are providing income, right? Okay, lots of different options there. You could also write music. Lots of people right now are making really fantastic music online, and they're connecting with different organizations that are able to do the marketing and to spread that music around. And then these artists just take on the residual income from that. So that is yet another possibility. So another thing that you could do is you could just sell your blood. So let's just say that's something you could do as well. But that's a lot less fun and not legal in a lot of countries. So don't try that one. So those are some ideas of passive income opportunities. Over the next few episodes, I'm going to give you more ideas and go in a little bit deeper into some different areas. We'll talk about marketing opportunities. We'll talk about leveraging, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're in for this, if you're interested in learning the big, wide, complex world of passive income, this will be a little, we'll dip our toe into it for a couple weeks. We'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. And I'll share some of my secrets with you guys. All right, everyone. Until next time, I'm Coach Molly. This is Three Pines Leadership and the Lifelong Podcast. I will see you again next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, remember, I love you and be excellent to each other.